Okay, so I hate the library. I'm not gonna lie to you, the library back when I was in high school was completely useless, unless I had to go there to do a research paper that my teachers would force me to do. But today's story is about how I made the library more fun. And no, I am not talking about comic books. But before we get into the story, I just want to say, I want you in my basement. No, seriously, I want you to go inside my basement. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, basically it's my Discord server. So if you guys want to join my Discord server, down below, the link will be in the description, and on top of that, the pinned comment on this video. You guys can join in there, ask me questions about the stories, and basically ask me anything. And who knows, maybe you'll be featured in a story time. So if you want to join in on the videos, go right ahead and join the Discord server. And on top of that, the best part is that you never miss anything in there, meaning you guys will get notified when I go live on Kick, and on top of that, you guys will be notified when I upload on this channel. So join my basement. Just go into it. Just go in my basement. I need to calm down. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. Anyways, yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to an insane story. So today's story takes off back when I was actually in grade 10. Now in grade 10, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a major player, meaning that I would just go around and do the devil's tango with whatever walked. I'm not joking. If she was a fat chick, chances are I was doing her charity. Really? That's too far? Come on, bro. There's a lot of fat people out there. I gotta respect them. Just don't call them fat. Okay, basically obese women. Anyways, going on with the story, I remember basically back when I was in high school, I remember I was doing a research paper at my social studies class, and I realized that I need to go to the library to basically get some books out. So as me being a smart guy I ended up going to the library, and that's when I saw her. I saw this beautiful blonde girl that was in my social studies class, and I was amazed. Like, this girl, she actually was not fat, and she was a 10 out of 10. And at that moment, I knew, like the lion in the jungle, I had to capture my prey. That's gross. Come on, it was a good metaphor. Okay, whatever. Going on, I remember from there, I decided to basically look at her, and I thought, wow, I gotta talk to this girl. So I ended up walking up to her, but as I was walking up to her, I realized that another guy ended up coming right beside her and basically sitting beside her, putting her arm around her. At this moment, I realized that she had a boyfriend. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me teach you something about boyfriends. In high school, relationships don't matter. In high school, when a girl says she has a boyfriend, in reality, it means it's a 1v1 situation. Meaning that I don't care what you have to do. If you have to put him in a 1v1 Black Ops 2 lobby and, you know, on Nuketown 2025, I don't care if you have to, you know, beat him in like football or whatever. But basically, your goal is to get the girl. No matter what. I'm sorry. High school relationships don't last anyway. So either you get her after high school or get her right then and there. And me, I don't have the patience. So I remember when I saw that, I basically went to like another desk and sat down and started doing my research paper until she started glancing at me out of nowhere. Now that's the first step about getting a girl with another man. If the girl's glancing at another guy, the chances are that girl was never with you in the first place, bro. So at that moment, I realized that she was glancing at me, and I glanced at her back, obviously, to like, you know, show that like we are a match. And then that's when things got interesting, because her boyfriend ended up actually leaving the library, and that's when I thought it was my moment to shoot my shot. Meaning that I got all my books and papers that I was using for my research paper, and I ended up going to sit right beside her. When I sat down right beside her, she found it very odd, but she liked my boldness, apparently. To the point where she actually ended up looking over at me saying, "Oh, so like you're studying the patriarchy?" Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. To be honest, I don't remember what I was studying, but I think it was that. And then that's when she ended up telling me, "That's really cool." Yeah, so like, what are you reading? "Oh, like I'm reading Shakespeare." That's when I knew I was in, boy. You gotta understand, when girls love poetry and things like Hamilton, Shakespeare, chances are their heart is looking for love. And luckily for me, I got a 9-incher of love. That's gross. That's gross. Come on. Can you stop interrupting? I'm trying to film here, bro. Going on with the story, I remember from there, basically, me and her, we started talking about Shakespeare and how Romeo and Juliet was like one of the best stories ever told. Even though there's like 6 different versions of it. Like, isn't there Nomeo and Juliet? Isn't it like about the gnomes and stuff? I don't know. I swear Keemstar was in that film. But going on, and that's when she told me that she was a helpless romantic like I was, and that she wanted someone to sweep her off her feet. And that's when I asked her, "Oh, like, don't you have like a boyfriend?" Now at this moment, this determined everything. If I was gonna do the devil's tango, or if she was just gonna walk away and say, "Well, like, I'm taken." And funny enough, she ended up doing the crazy thing where she told me, "Yeah, but like all he does is like smoke weed and just like sit in his mom's basement. Like, he doesn't really like do anything for himself." That's no shocker. That's honestly, that's a lot of bums nowadays, sadly. I didn't tell her that, but I was going to eventually, I think. But anyways, what I ended up doing there is comforting her and basically giving her a good reason to start talking to me. So me and her, we started talking, and one thing led to another. We started talking about, you know, let's just say some pillow talk. Meaning, yeah, we were talking about doing the devil's tango. How we got onto that topic? Well, you guys do realize that Shakespeare loves to talk about love. And well, making love is what I'm good at. Why is the camera on? Can we turn off the camera when I'm doing that? Come on, bro. It's just expression. Anyways, going on from there, I remember me and her, we were talking about it. And let's just say she ended up leaning over towards me saying, Baba, you really got me in the mood. And that's when I knew. We ended up going to a random part of the library where there were like, you know, just bookshelves there. And we basically ended up doing the Devil's Tango. I swear we were in the geography section, which is funny because I do consider myself Mr. Worldwide. Not to that extent, but you know what I mean. And let's just say, yeah. And that is basically that. I don't know what else to tell you other than we did it in the library. But what ends up happening after is actually pretty funny because I remember the librarian was like doing her like daily walks around the library. And I remember out of nowhere, she ended up seeing this one bookshelf shaking. And I know she saw it because I kind of like saw her through like the slits of like the bookshelf. She ended up just standing there and just watching. I don't know why. She was just staring at me until I realized she was interested in me. But that's a story for a different time. Anyways, guys, that is basically it for today's story. Make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And like I always say, follow for more embarrassing stories. Peace out, guys.